This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hello, podcast world. It is August 31st, 2020. It is 6:23 p.m. and I'm here to talk about help today. Like, what does help mean to you? What is help? What kind of form of help are you looking for? And at the end of the day, is help really help? Are you really feeling like you're being helped? Some people feel like help means to do it for them, or to get someone to give something, or it has to do with a monetary value or something. Like, it doesn't seem like help is what help really is these days. And it's like someone might give you advice, and that's their way of helping you. Like, when they tell you don't do it, they're telling you don't do it for a reason. They're telling you not to do it because they're trying to help you. And here you are, you're not listening. You might be with a guy or a girl who's toxic, and here it is, your friend or whoever is telling you, don't be with that person. Don't mess with that person. Stay away from them. And there you are. You're always with them, and they're toxic. And then the other forms of help. I remember back in the day, there are two different forms of help in my opinion. And let's say that someone who sucks at math, and you go and let's say they want you to help them with their math. What they're really trying to say is they want you to do their homework for them. And that's not going to help them in the long run when they fail that test. And the same thing with any subject or matter. Like, who wants real help these days? Helping is really like, I teach you how to do it. I teach you how to solve a problem. Or I open your eyes to a situation. That's help. Not to get someone coming along and saving you like Superman does Lois Lane. Like, why is that the case? Why does it always seem like the only form of help that people tend to want or seek after is the form of help of someone helping them, as far as giving it to them. Someone wants a way out, they want the key. They don't want to know how to pick the lock, When it comes down to it, no one really wants to get the kind of help that they need. And let's say you're dealing with someone who is a psychiatric patient or something, and they really need help. Sometimes you need help in the form of tough love. Kids these days, they think they know it all, especially teenagers. That's the ones that are like, maybe they started 11, but 13 and up, and that whole time frame is like the hardest part of life, They're developing into young adults, and all these hormones are going on, and some of them are going through puberty, and ladies are becoming ladies and women or whatever, We're going through all these changes, hair growing in places that they weren't there before, as they used to say in the old health classes and stuff. And you just don't know what's going on because you've never dealt with this stuff before. So you just don't know what help really is until you get the help that you need and not the help that you want. A lot of cases, the help that most people want is a handout. They want someone to come along and do it for them. They want everything already done. They want to get home and they want to have their food on the table. They want to have everything already prepared, and then they don't want to wash the dishes. Like, come on. What are we really teaching anyone who's getting all of these benefits with no struggle? Like, you haven't learned what you need to learn. You haven't earned the right to call yourself whatever it is you're calling yourself when you haven't figured it all out and you're still asking for more help. Now, in some cases, you might have this at a job to where you're new and you know more than your boss, and your boss is always always asking you, how do you do this, or what is this, you know? Like, come on. Like, I can't do it for you. Why are you my boss if I know more? It's a bad feeling this day and age. Like, you just don't know. And nowadays, it seems like, oh man, it just these millennials and social media youth, or whatever you want to call it, these millennial kids, children, or whatever, they're like the worst. Oh man, they really think they've got it all figured out, and they haven't even begun to fight through life to know what's next or what's going to happen or any of that. So it's just like you some people's advice, you take it how you take it, and a lot of people aren't taking the help that is being sent to them. I hear people, I've always heard this joke, and it has to do with a guy in the ocean, and 3 boats come by, and he says, they say, why don't you just get on the boat, you know, we'll save you, you know, and there it is, the help, you know, it's being extended help, and he's like, no, it's okay, God's gonna save me, and by the end of the story, he drowned it, and he drowns, and he asked God, why didn't you save me? He was like, well, I sent 3 boats your way. Come on, stupid, silly, what are you gonna do, you know? I extended help to you. I extended my helping hand, and you refused the help that I was giving you. So, consequences of your actions are why you're here, you know? Like, if I give you a map and you don't want to follow it, like they say, the roadmap to success, GPS these days, and you just don't use it, like that's not gonna help you. That's not gonna be a good look at the end of the day. So I would suggest you be looking for the help that if someone's trying to help you, respect that. You know, acknowledge it, cling to it. Like you never know what's gonna happen next. So if someone's offering you help, you take it. You take the help that you have or that you need, or you know, it's being offered. If there's people out there that get mad because you can't give them the whole. If someone asks you for $50 and you like, I only have 20, they're like, okay, I guess that's enough. You know what I'm saying? I guess I'll take it. And then, well, if that's the case, don't take it. If you don't feel like that's enough or that's helpful or that's going to help you out with what you got going on, then please just miss me. I didn't ask you for help. You asked me for help. So come on now, like why are you doing this to me? Why is this such a thing to where if I offer or extend help that you're going to make a big deal about it? So please, check it out. If you need some help, then get the help you need. That goes into the saying that some people out there don't believe in whooping their children. Now, I'm not strongly an enforcer when it comes down to the whooping your children, and people use the term beat your child, you know, child abuse. That's not what's going on, you know. Ain't nobody abusing no kids. Like, there might be those who are out there doing that, and if they are, yes, yeah, man, they probably need to be punished, yes, you know, all of that. But, like they say, spoil the ride, you know? So, I don't feel like the kind of punishments that are being dealt out, like time out and talking to them and, you know, reasoning with them like they're your friend, I don't feel like that works. I don't feel like that's the way to go. But to each his own. Now, or you could be the I say petty parent, but you could be the parent that teaches a life lesson. Like in some cases, like not everyone needs to touch the stove to know the stove is hot. If I tell you the stove is hot, don't touch it, and you're a good child and you don't touch it, then great. That's exactly what we're looking for. But if you're not on that level and you just have to touch that hot stove just to check to see if it's hot, then that is what I'm gonna let happen. Like, okay, you touch the stove, you see it's hot. Hopefully, you will have learned your lesson. That help right there is what you needed. You needed to know that it was hot, and that even if it's not hot, that you're not gonna touch that hot stove anymore. You know what I'm saying? And I know you guys have, and you're not doing it to harm them. You letting them do what they gotta do. If that's the case or whatever, then sometimes you just gotta let them do what they gotta do. I've even seen people grab their child and not why it's like, oh, it's scorching hot or anything, but like, see, hot. I mean, some people are probably gonna take that out of context, but hopefully, smart folks will understand where I'm coming from. And that's the situation, water, wet, wet, but even though they see wet water, they don't understand that they can drown, be careful, like, you can say that all day long, and they probably just not really gonna get it like that, so you just never know what to expect when it comes to children. Hopefully, this has been real enlightening. What I would like for you to do is check out the descriptions down below. I got merchandise, a little bit of merchandise out there in the world. Maybe you want to check it out. I got a YouTube channel. Please subscribe. I got Twitch. I got all the streaming sites that you can think of. So please stay tuned in. And just like I say, check into the description down below and subscribe, and give me likes and all of that. I appreciate it because I feel like the more interest the more love you show me, the more I know that you're being affected by my podcast. I'm here for you. I'm here I want to be heard, but I want to be heard. I want to be listened to. I don't want to just be talking out in space and nothing's ever happening, and it just feels like, well, what's next? Like, oh gosh. But this is a good start. I'm constantly building. I want to start doing it every day. I want to start getting to the point where, some form of motivation comes out of this. I want to motivate. I want to help. I want to advise. So please hit me up if there's some topics out there and you feel like you just need some form of advice or whatever, or if you just want to hear me talk, let me know. Like, I will give me a topic or whatever, and I will go in on it the best I can. And any day, anytime, I just say thank you. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. I love what you guys got going on, and I hopefully, I'm reaching out to more and more people every day. So, thank you, like I said. And with that, peace, love, and happiness. Yes. Hello, YouTube world. Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I drop hot content like this. And stay tuned for the next video.
Today is your lucky day. Today is the day that our $3 website works for you, paying you directly to your PayPal daily. Imagine $3 ongoing continuous payments to your PayPal account. Imagine falling asleep and waking up to $300 in your PayPal account. How would this make you feel? How could this help you? What bills could you pay? What kind of fun could you have? What does that retirement look like now? All for a one-time payment of $3. This website is DFY done for you, fully built and completely hosted, and never stops collecting payments for you. You have spent $3 on coffee on a regular, but that coffee won't help you create multiple streams of income. Click the link below.